Sorry, guys. My freaking stream got cut off for some reason. My internet, probably the storm shit. So I apologize. So 1 second. So we'll monetize this. Let me say 1K cup. eFootball. So eFootball. So there's a 1K cup eFootball. See next. See next video. Alright, I don't want to cut that out, so I'm going to keep it in. Okay, now we're here. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. For some reason it crashed. Let me get back into stream. Alright, yeah, it crashed, so I apologize. So we'll let people start jumping back in here. Come on. Stupid YouTube, dude. Alright, so I'm trying to get back into stream. I don't know if it's YouTube acting up or my phone. I can't tell. There we go. Alright, back in. Sorry about that, guys. So I kept that up because I wanted it to be said, but yeah. So he could easily be a cocky mother effer because he's a very good player, and it was cool watching. But good for him, good for everybody. So let's get into it now. So he had a badass setup that I really liked, and I really could do it with Beckenbauer, Rojo, Augenthaler. Okay, Maldini, as crazy as it sounds, no, Beckenbauer would head to the bench. Maldini would stay on the left, Augenthaler to the right. Donadoni, even though Zanetti would be sicker to come back, I'd put Carlos as deep line. I'd have it like this. Take out Beckenbauer, but have my three. I'd have Rijkaard here. I'd have two out wide. And then I'd have an extra player to get in the attack. And I think I'm going to go for that, dude. Shout out to Skinny because that was sick. So, the defensive subs then for Maldini, Rojo, Augenthaler would be Beckenbauer, Rudiger, Rudiger, and it could be Zanetti for a wingback. It could be Beckenbauer. One of them will have to stay in the whole time, which is fine. So Beckenbauer will go for McAllister. And I'll show you what I mean. McAllister is going to be out. But here's how he set this up. Whoops. Fat fingered it. There's these three. I'm so OCD I couldn't. Alright, so it'd be like this. Then left mid. Right mid. Right mid. Alright, so I like this still. Okay, but then Hullet, even though he's in the center, would now actually move here. So we'd have a triangle here and a triangle here. So Carlos offensively, he'd get up defensively. Man, I keep exiting out. So let's look at tactics, individual instructions, deep line, drop back. So it's a defensive position. So when he's defensive, deep line, he becomes a left back. Donadoni will more stay put. So we'll have that cover. So he'll come back and we'd have 4 backs with Roberto. Okay. Now this is where I gotta switch up now. Kohler. Want him in the center of 3. So it'd be more like this is where I'm going. I know it seems crazy. No, this is perfect. Boom. And then McAllister actually will go out for my man Cruyff. I've been missing him in there. He's an absolute beast. And he is a deep lying forward. Will drop back to receive the ball at his feet some. So it's like this. So we have the width. We have ridiculous attacking numbers. We have these triangles on both sides. We have triangles everywhere. Kohler is their knockdown man. Cruyff, Suarez, and then Hullet. Holy crap. The score in the final wasn't 7-0. Was it? What do I have it listed as? The score in the final was 4-0, right? Am I correct? Wasn't the score in the final 4-0? I think it was 4-0. Did I miss 2 goals? Are you sure it wasn't 4, Skinny? Am I wrong? What in the fudge, by the way? I didn't know you were a kid from DA, bro. It was 4-0, bro, not 7. Yeah, it was 4-0. Unless I'm wrong, Miss Skinny, correct me. This is what I'm going to go for. He went for something like this. Skinny, let us know the play style you use, big dog. So long ball counter, this will be perfect. So because I have Rijkaard as a destroyer, I want him defensive. I got deep line on Carlos. Offensive, pushing forward, stops the player from pushing forward. Offensive, higher up the field than usual. Anchoring, won't drift horizontally. So honestly, I'm putting anchoring on Rijkaard too. I want him right in that center of that pitch. Let me test this out, dude. Who's me from yesterday? I go by Jay. Are you talking about the player I played in the morning that I tied 2-2? Who's me from yesterday? All right, and then substitutes, guys. 3-1-3-3. When it's possible. Dude, I think this is going to be so fucking sick. Yeah, I think this is going to be sick, dude. I want them towards the middle. I like my guys tighter together. Bro, I think this is going to be so ridiculous. So substitutes, I'll get Bebeto in for Cruyff as a poacher. Another place out poacher or Kohler. David Villa could go in for Suarez or Kohler. Totti could go in for like anybody, literally, besides, yeah, anybody. If I want to get more attacking, I could push Carlos and Donaldoni up. If I wanted to get more in the midfield, attacking midfield, I could put Cruyff back to attacking midfield. Schneider could go in for Hullet. Cantona could go in for Hullet if I wanted, or Cruyff as an AMF. McAllister doesn't really have a spot. Pirlo. McAllister should go for Gattuso could come in for Rijkaard. We were talking about AI, like shooting AI. Gotcha. What's up, buddy? All right, so Gattuso. So my attacking players. Gattuso's here. So Beckenbauer could Rudiger for any of the center backs. Zanetti could come in and play left or right back, so I do want him in here. Beckenbauer can play center back or defensive mid. Gattuso. Just center mid, wing back, okay. Cafu and Zanetti could come in for Carlos and Cafu. Zanetti on the left, Cafu on the right. Does he have outside curler, by the way? No. I love how he has weighted pass, though. Occasionally very high. High. Okay. So, center backs, Gattuso for Rijkaard, Zanetti and Cafu for Donadoni and Carlos. If I want to go more offensive, I go Nabry and like Totti. If I wanted to go more attacking, I could go like that. I could go Cantona. Okay, so these guys. So Pirlo then. I don't really have a spot for my boy Pirlo. If I wanted to move more towards center. So Bebeto, Villa, Schneider, Villa Totti, Cantona, Schneider, Gnabry. Damn, I don't really have. So Pirlo would be the odd man out because Gattuso for Rijkaard. I got my winger subs. Pirlo, if I wanted to go more defensive, I put Beckenbauer could play. Hold it for Schneider. So Pirlo would go out for a winger. It could be either be Julie or Messi. What do you guys think? Who would you pick? Messi looks like this. They're very similar. They're very similar. And Julie, or it could even be Mbappe. This Mbappe is ridiculous too. And then Julie is right next to him. So you see, I lowered his dribbling a lot to give him more speed. Passing very low. Obviously, that goes up when he's not a reserve, but still, Messi is in a reserve. Messi's much better. I gotta go Messi. This Messi or Mbappe. Mbappe's passes suck, but finishing 88. Yeah, Messi would be. So Messi and Gnabry would be the wingers. Messi and Gnabry. Messi and then Pirlo. As good as Pirlo is at passing, I just don't have. I could have Pirlo if I want to go more defensive for Hullet there. And I don't really see myself needing sub out to right guard. I doubt I ever sub my center backs. Man, Beckenbauer could be. He's more useful because he could play center back or DMF. So that's what I'm going to go for. So let's go in match. I think I finish all my events. Yep. Now, starting striker could potentially be Vardy. Could potentially be Vardy. DMF. Wish I had an anchor man. And I wouldn't even mind Conti, dude. Honestly. As that sub instead of Gattuso. He'd be ridiculous. Neymar where Louis is. And then Kohler is a beast, but I think Vardy could be good there too. Suarez is just so good, dude. Well, I have him as a center forward because Carlos will be coming out wide. Suarez's finishing is ridiculous. David Villa's blitz curler. Because also, hold on. Very high non-dominant. Does he have outside curler? Could be. Whoa. Could be this. And I like Bebeto there too. Just in case a good passer and finisher. Honestly, Totti's too good. I gotta go Totti. I gotta go Totti. Oh my god, I'm fat fingering everything. Totti was ridiculous making those runs in, but I really liked him as an AMF Kind of listening off what Gary said, he was saying Neymar, but I really like. I mean, Totti is ridiculous, bro, and his runs. Let's try him as a secondary striker, him and Cruyff. His deep lying forwards with their playstyle turned on. Depending how they do, I might go 3 AMFs. So it'd be a 3-1. 3-1-5-1 is what it would be. Alright, let me use the restroom and then we're going to see how it goes. I think this could be dirty. Compliments of my man. Compliments of my man Skinny in his setup. The champion of the 1K Cup. Hey Skinny, if you put that video as unlisted on YouTube, please do that so I can record it. I'm going to do a video on breakdown our champion Skinny. So if you can share that video as unlisted, I'd love to share it and do a breakdown video on that. So if you could do that, I'll be doing that video tomorrow. All right, let's get into this. It's Division 5, but so the opponent's not going to be as strong as when you get into the higher levels. However, it will give me a good idea how the spacing will be, how the moving will be, how the movement will be. So this is what I have here. I never really got on with Cantona could be in with here too, but God, this is such a dirty setup. And I really like it. I think it could work. Let me see how this was then. Individual instructions ended up being defensive and anchoring for Rijkaard. So it'll say right smack dab in the middle. Deep line for Carlos. Wait a second. 3-4. I could go deep line for Rijkaard, but I don't want him deep line. I don't want him deep line. Wait a second. I could... No. Because I feel like it will leave too much of a hole. Or an ability for the opponent to push in too deep on me without any type of player up and ready to disrupt the play. So let's see how this goes. So you see the width there. Ooh, too much. Just want to try one wrong with him. Rijkaard, always a beast. Gotta work on those knock-on shots. Whoa! It's getting, I have to get used to it. Ah, he's hiding there. Good. Thanks, Carlos, you dumbass. Tried it. Shouldn't have finessed it, but either way it was blocked. Good block by Maldini. So I'm working on knock-ons. I got to get used to them. It's like the muscle memory part. Boom, shoot. Boom, shoot. Good. Good by Maldini. Look at that long switch. Boom. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. What a freaking ball, guys. Who was that? That was Maldini? Yeah. Maldini all the way on the right, by the way. Look at that ball. Look at that touch. Division 5, obviously not the best team, but still, Cruyff's touch doesn't change. No matter what. And that was sick. Higher line teams, you can find those long through balls all day long. Oh, man, he stuck on me like white on rice. Ah. Donadoni tracking back like usual. Pushes the attack all the way back. Gotta love that. Come to, good. Good. Come on, Totti. Ah, what the hell? That was a knock on, and he hit a rip. Got blocked. That's what I want to work on. That's what I like to do in these AI matches. Let's see if we can get the corner kick play. So that's LT. Comes way out. Roberto Carlos will put here. T out again. Kind of like where they're staying. Boom. Good. Oh, come on, rip it. Block shot. I wanted Cruyff to keep running there. I wanted to do a Cruyff run and almost like a secondary one too, you know, with Cruyff, a third man run on. That'd be sick, but I guess I pressed the pass button too hard. Ah, should have known he was going to step on me. I don't think he did the math in there. Let's see. I think he did actually. You guys tell me. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Two options. That worked out, but I don't know if that would work out every game. That was sick. So if you guys didn't notice, I wanted to do an L1 triangle. Maybe I'll try that next time. I don't know if that will even work on a corner, but I wanted to do what ended up happening, but I wanted it to flick over his head, if that makes sense. So it ended up working. I'm going to try to see if that L1 triangle. That's the beauty of eFootball, is practicing all this stuff. The one area that I got to work on, which I'm sure a lot of us do, is playing these rats and being able to accept the fact that they're the ones without the skill. They're the ones, you know what I mean? Like, it's so hard when you're competing and these low-level players are able to compete. But if you remember, like, the good parts of this game, and you remember that these players aren't worth a shit, oh, come on. It gets a little bit easier to accept and keep playing, because you can do some badass stuff. And then a kid from the DA was telling me it used to be even more manual with the tactics. Can you imagine? I'm a football nerd. I would have loved that, dude. Even more manual, ability. So. Oh, shit. Whoops. I was multitasking. Look at the width. It provides so much. The width provides so much. Oh, what's that doing? Yeah, that half. So as you see, I chose this formation because of the width to begin with. But what I love is the numbers, man. The numbers in the center, the ability to still play that tiki-taka, lay off, through balls, and then still play wide, still have that defensive cover. All the way up, boom, right off, come to. Boom. See the width there? Now watch this. Damn it, didn't get all the way there. I wanted it to go all the way out wide and lead them on. That would have been more of a FIFA FC ball. Just trying different things. I'm just trying different things, seeing how it works. Good. What was the other move? Oh yeah, I want to see this, if he does a spin and how Nice. Very smooth on that spin. His double touch is bad. I gotta give him. I think I did give him double touch. Maybe I didn't. So I think Skinny headed off to bed because he didn't answer. But if you watch this later, Skinny, or if not tomorrow, I'll get a hold of you on Discord. But please share. And if anybody else who played in the tournament, please share your games on YouTube unlisted. And then let me know the link. Shoot me the link. Or you could list it if you wanted, obviously, but I'm saying. If you wanted to just add it so I could get to it. And you want to plan to just share it unlisted. I swear I just heard my truck. Midwest. So obviously I'm going to have to play a higher level opponent. PvP to really test it. But I'm loving what I'm seeing. Because you can see right here, you can see the cover. Right, if I lose the ball, I'm going to lose it on purpose. I'm going to lose it on purpose here, okay? Now watch Carlos. Damn it. Okay, but it's their free kick. Substitutions taking place. So watch Carlos here. See Carlos, you see him there, he's a back four. So let's look at this. 4. It's almost like a 4-3-3. You see my 3 players up at the top. Okay, so now Carlos is going to scoot up. So now it's going to go 3. So look, if I get it with Augenthaler, let's look at the setup. Look at my other 2. So you got the 3. Then look, you got Carlos out wide. You got Donadoni out on the other side. Now watch this. You got Hullet constantly looking to get the ball in the hole here. And then Toti's coming too. Okay? Then look at Donadoni gets it. One of the center backs. Now watch Totti and Cruyff. Watch Totti and Cruyff as I work the ball up. This is the part I want you to see. So look at Hullet. Checking back too. Sometimes he goes up. Now look, these two are showing boom. I couldn't lay it off. But I like how they're there. Now I want to try something here. Now watch this. This is how you test stuff out. So now, let's go like this. AMF. Same thing but 2 AMFs, okay? So let's see. So you saw they were showing to you kind of like target men a little bit, okay? So let's see the difference. So we know, look at Hullet. Look at Hullet. Look at Cruyff coming back more. Look, they actually come back and help defensively. So that's the difference. Look where they're at. Look where they're at right now. You guys see that? So if I put them there, they're coming all the way back and helping out when they're playing AMF, no play style, attacking midfielders. Well, it's dead because obviously I would sub normally, but I'm not going to because I want his move. I'm looking at his movement. All right. Boom. So you see Hullet there. You see the 3 pushed up, but look, boom. They come back. Let's see how far they come back. All the way, basically. They come all the way back to help. So if I'm playing a tougher team and I still want attacking, but I want some more defensive coverage, I can always move them back. When they're playing secondary striker, they're just sitting up in that pocket next to Kohler. So you see Kohler, you see Hullet starts making his run forward. Look at that. And then once the forward runs that on, now he's showing 2. Okay, now he's showing 2. Let's see what Totti's doing. I want to see what I got here. So now they're pushed up in the attack looking for the ball. Hullet's taking a nap because he's freaking dead tired. So look at. So you see where they're at. Now look at Donadoni. Look at that hole he ran through. I love it, dude. I love that hole he ran through from the left side, remember. So AMF, they're more dynamic. They're more dynamic. When they're sitting at secondary striker, they are looking up near Kohler, and they can play a lot of 1-2s. But when they were AMFs, they were coming all the way back, then shooting forward. And I got plenty of subs. So part of me is thinking that this is better off like this. Like this. Maybe one player push up. But I like those deeper runs. I really like those deeper runs. And Hullet making those runs too. And then Kohler as a target man. This is what I want to see. I like all of them coming back to get the ball and helping out. Because remember, naturally they're going to run forward. I love it. This is what we're going to go for, guys. This is what we're going to go for. Now, even though I didn't play, I really want to play, right? Like in my mind, but even though I didn't play, he's probably going to have to freaking take a nap. Although, let me look at something real quick. So we have a target man up there, 2 AMFs, Kohler for the knockdowns, playing to his feet. I kind of like the target man though. I don't want Kohler just running away, and I can use super cancel obviously, but it's also good when Kohler gets it with through passing and one touch. When he gets at his feet, when you have an advanced striker, they're going to more run away. When I have a deep lying forward, they come to. You saw what Totti and Cruyff did as a deep lying forward. So I could put like a Cantona up there, or even a Totti or a Cruyff could play a striker for me. They wouldn't be very good at knockdowns, so that's where a secondary striker would be a no play. He'd be a no play style. Secondary striker would be Vardy if I wanted him not to be advanced forward. So we're gonna go Kohler. We'll see. I may end up spinning, but I don't know if I will for Vardy. He's a great finisher. Kohler's a brilliant finisher. I mean, here's my Kohler build. I gave him a little bit of speed, gave him a little bit of dribbling. He still has 94 offensive awareness, 95 finishing, 94 heading, 94 physical contact, 80 jumping. Still a ridiculous beast. But yeah, so I'm going to go get some rest, man. I hate it because I want to play so bad, but I got to sleep. And you guys are awesome. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. If you watch this later, this is the new setup coming soon. The biggest change, instead of a 3-1, instead of a 3-1, 3-3, okay? It's a 3-1, 5-1 with Carlos as a left back defensively, right? Got Rijkaard in the center middle. He won't be leaving that middle. Doesn't need to cover for attacking wingbacks anymore. Roberto Carlos is deep line. Not going Rijkaard is deep line because I don't want them just to be able to come all the way on me when Rijkaard's there. He's like a solo wall that's coming at you to win the ball. He snuffs out a lot before it can even get to my 3 center backs. Right? Carlos is a left back. Both players on offense get shooting up the field, which is defensive. And then Carlos. Yeah. So this is what we're going to go with. More coming soon, man, but I love all the options. For certain. So shout out to Skinny. He definitely is inspiration behind this. The first ever 1K Cup, the first ever Champion Series Cup, and it went great. We will be doing it on just Discord from now on, so we definitely got to learn a lot, got to sew up the process for the next time, and got some great football. Had a blast, had some great conversation, and that's not even it, because there's more to come. There's going to be more great football. It's going to be all on Discord. It will be recorded and put out for you. I'm working on the way I'm going to do that every single game. Right? That's what I'm working on. Or sorry, every single Every single cup will have highlights in every single game. So just stay tuned, man. So much exciting stuff. Like and subscribe. I'm so tired. I do this every time on the exit because I don't really want to leave, but I got to. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sorry. Peace.